Hi, I'm Denise, creator of Musicplay and Musicplay Online, and I'm going to take you through the lesson 36 for the first week of June for those who are still teaching. Online learning modules on the Musicplay Online Classic site are over on the left menu, and then you select your grade. So there is lesson 36 for June week 1. You can see I've just about finished the school year. But I'm going to take you to the beta site because beta is going to become the main site. We're going to retire the classic site at the end of June, and this will become the main site. So the learning modules are still on the left menu. Now you filter by grade, and we've added some categories here so that the general section didn't get so cluttered. So now if you're looking for bucket drum lessons or folk to pop or school songs, this is where you'll look. I'm going to start with pre-K, lesson 36 for June week 1. And we have the new hello song, no names in it. So they just sing the hellos. That was a request from one of our teachers. And any supporting resources are given here. So we start with the hello song, English, French, and Spanish. And then we have the trivia wheel game. Is it one sound or two sounds? And this really is fun for the kids. I can choose fruit or vegetables. I'm going to do my fruit this morning. Which word has one sound? Lime or bananas? And I answer lime, and I got it correct. I'm going to make this just a tiny bit smaller. And then you can see I got 200 points, and now it's Team 2's turn. It's indicated up here. Team 2 spins. Which word has one sound? Kiwi or pear? And it's pear. And Team 2 got 600 points for that question. And at the end of 10 questions, it'll declare a winner. So these games are really fun for the kids. We've had lots of reports of kids really enjoying it. So for the pre-Ks, they can do one or two sounds. They can do the fast or slow game. That's very age appropriate for these little guys. We're finishing off our letters for the year. Letter K says K. Letter K says K. Like koala, letter K says K. And there is a Kung Fu Koala story in the worksheets. Or you can go here and it'll take you to the song list, and you can pull up the PDF from the song list and just read it to them. And then we have Kung Fu Koala, Kung Fu Koala, likes to kick. Likes to kick. And it's an echo song. Echoes are, of course, the easiest way to teach a song to our little people. And we do have a kids demo if you want to see the movements that I've created for this. And of course, the worksheet is an option. If you're in person and you can print, this is perfect for the kids. If you're virtual teaching, then I would suggest you just ask the kids to get a piece of paper and practice the letter K on their piece of paper and draw two things that start with the letter K. Walking in the farmyard is a little farm game. And what you can do is to put animal pictures or stuffed animals on a round table that they walk around, or on the floor. The children sing two lines of the song, and then you have the children go in turn and they tell what they see. I see a rooster. You see a rooster. And you could have that child go and pick up the rooster so that it's gone. And when all the animals are gone, you put them back, and the kids who haven't had turns get their turns. We are doing some campfire songs as an option in June. This is fun for the kids. Songs that everybody can sing along with. You could sing on a car trip with your parents. You could sing around a campfire. Going on a bear hunt, going on a bear hunt. Gonna catch a big one, gonna catch a big one. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. What a beautiful day. What a beautiful day. And it's always been a favorite of mine. Here I am demoing it in a classroom where I had to travel on a cart. So I have done my time on a cart as well. And then we have Take My Little Car for a Ride, which is fun. And an optional activity is to have each child make a picture of a little car, and then you coil them on one of those Surlux coils, and you have a class book that says, "My little car is red," and it's a picture by Denise. "My little car is yellow," and it's a picture by Stacy. So they have a whole book, and because it's predictable, my little car it just has the color and it has the name of the student. A lot of your kindergarten students will be able to read this. So pre-K kindergarten. And we end with skinnamarink-a-dink-a-dink, skinnamarink-a-doo. So that is the pre-K lesson 36 for June week 1. Let's look at kindergarten's lesson 36 for June week 1. And it looks full, but of course these are always short activities and you can always leave some out. I don't know if people have 1 30-minute class per week, 2, 3, sometimes you have 1 45-minute class. So you have to adapt this to your own situation. You do less if you have less time. If you have more time, you can do all the extensions that are available. So we start them with the hello song as well, and we review the skateboard rider song. For those of you that don't know it, I'll show you the most fun part of this. I balance on my skateboard. Skateboard rider, I'm a skateboard rider, I am. And that's the part that the kids always really like the movements for. But I make up movements for the whole thing. I will try and do a kid's demo of this because it's easier, of course, if you can see it. I've been on grandma duty for a few days, so I didn't get the kids demo done this week. We have a body percussion play along, so they clap, they stamp, they pat to the beat. These are, this one might be a little fast for kindergarten, and if it is, go to the wheel, go to the speed, and slow it down a little. I did this one with my kindergarten-age granddaughter at full speed, and she could do it. Ready, go. And now you get ready to stomp. Stomp, 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 stomp. And good if you can get them up and off their seats, especially if you're teaching virtually, get them up and off that computer screen. The same games on the trivia wheel, 1 sound or 2 sound. Play the game fast or slow. Let's look at this one. This one is fun. So spin, it's team 1's turn, and they get a 100-point question. Which vehicle moves slower, a bike or a canoe? Oh, I think it's a canoe. And I am right. And now I can spin for team 2. Still the 100-point question. Which vehicle moves quickly, a minivan or a race car? Well, I think the race car is going to move faster. And you play until you have done all 10 questions and they declare a winner. If you divide your class into 2 groups, flip them. So this side gets a turn to be team 1, and then this side gets a turn to be team 1, because team 1 typically does have the advantage. Then we have a fun little game song. I love this. Naughty kitty cat, you are very fat. You've got butter on your whiskers. Naughty kitty cat, scat. And we play a singing game with that. And you can see I've got the kids outside. This is June. Finally, we've got some warm weather in Canada. And get the kids outside if you're able to. If they can't hold hands, then just space them out farther apart. And if you have to, have them hold a pool noodle and tag with a pool noodle. And yeah, and again, if you can't sing, say, naughty kitty cat, you are very fat. At least they will internalize the rhythm of the song. Then we have a story. And the story is a silly one about, I think it's Oscar the cat.
Oscar the cat was a very naughty kitty cat, and he was always hungry. If Mom left food on the counter, Oscar would jump up on the counter and eat it. His favorite food was butter. Even if Oscar was outside, if butter was left on the counter, he'd smell it and come running in to eat it up.
Does this sound like some cats you know?
If Mom caught Oscar eating food from the counter, he would be in big trouble. Naughty kitty cat, you are very fat. You've got butter on your whiskers, naughty kitty cat. Scat!
So opportunities for kids to sing in the song. And I think there's some places actually where they can create sound effects as well. Learn the song Miss Polly. Miss Polly had a dolly who was sick, sick, sick. So she called for the doctor to come quick, quick, quick. The doctor came with his bag and his hat, and he knocked on the door with a rat-tat-tat. He looked at the dolly and he shook his head, and he said, Miss Polly, put her straight to bed. He wrote on a paper for a pill, pill, pill. I'll be back in the morning with my bill, bill, bill. I've often done that with the little people. And then we have some campfire songs for our kindergartens. The more we get together, and that's a good one. And there's a kid's demo here that shows how I go through the kids' names in the course of the song. And an optional draw and color. These draw and colors are particularly useful for the teachers who can't sing in their classrooms. It gives you a little bit more ideas of what you can do in your music classes if you can't sing and you can't play recorders and you can't do anything else. Kumbaya, perfect campfire song. And there's a kid's demo. I think this is really lovely singing. That's some of the best kindergarten singing that I have seen ever. So wonderful kids demo. So that's the kindergarten lesson 36 for June week 1. Hang in there. You don't have long to go. I'm going to take a look now at the grade 1 lesson 36 for June week 1. And I like to have at the beginning of the class something that's going to have them practice keeping a beat. So some kind of a keep the beat movement or action. So that's why the Go Bananas and the body percussion is here. Then we do some concepts and then we play some games. So this is a fun way to set up your lesson. Hello song to start and then review. Form, banana, form, banana. Form, banana, form, banana. And I lead through the movements. And the words are so simple. You'll be able to just listen and keep up. Same body percussion. Tempo shouldn't be a problem for grade 1s, but if it is a problem, just slow down the speed. And then we get to play classroom instrument bingo. You can choose your game type. I choose the one that has more. And then the game lasts a little longer. Choose your mascot. I think I'd like koala for team 1 and team 2 is the penguin. And then you play. And that is a cowbell. So koala's got the point. Let's play for team 2. And that is a woodblock. I played this game with my 5-year-old granddaughter and she was doing very well with it. So that is the classroom bingo game, and you may want to play it more than once. And again, if you have team 1 on this side and team 2 on this side, flip, because team 1 has an advantage usually. The game Charlie Over the Ocean is a call response game, and the children will be familiar with the melody. Maybe not. I used it in grade 2, not in grade 1. But Charlie Over the Ocean is the solos, and then the class responds. Charlie over the ocean. The solo sings. Charlie over the sea. Charlie over the sea. Charlie caught a big fish. Charlie caught a big fish. Can't catch me. And when I do this, I get the students to make something up for Charlie to catch. Charlie caught the principal. Charlie caught a hand drum. Whatever they want. And there's a demo of the game. And as you can see, we played it outside. This is a great outside game. And the kids don't have to touch except for the tagging. And you can do that with a pool noodle if you can't touch. If you can't sing, you say, Charlie over the ocean, and say it instead. And then we have some campfire songs for grade 1. Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow. It's a perfect campfire song. I can even play this on guitar and ukulele. It's quite simple. And we have an optional activity for the students where they create a verse, and it's always interesting to hear the student creation. Some of them have got the concept of the rhyme and some of them don't. So you'll get some interesting ones. And then bumping up and down in my little red wagon, bumping up and down in my little red wagon is another good song for sing-alongs. And again, you can make verses with this. Someone's going to fix it with their, and you put a name in there and you put what kind of tool they're going to use to fix it. Denise is going to fix it with her handsaw. Denise is going to fix it with her handsaw. And I'll fix it. So that's grade 1, lesson 36 for June, week 1. Now let's look at grade 2, lesson 36 for June, week 1. We're going to start with the Hello song with the grade 2s as well. Review the Skateboard Rider song with them. They really like this song in grade 2. Body percussion play along, and I've given them a little different one. They've got the one with the sunshine and the beach in the background. And they've got classroom instrument bingo. And then I have the grade 2s who should have learned dynamics symbols this year. We started dynamics with the song John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt early in grade 2. Which symbol means to play soft? And I'm right. And now I go on. Team 2 gets a 400-point question. Which symbol means to play medium loud? MF. So it's a good way to review the dynamics. And grade 2 is where I start teaching this. So grade 2 is where I would start reviewing this. And then we have campfire songs. Going on a picnic is a fun one for the kids. I went on a picnic last weekend with grandkids and Kentucky Fried Chicken, actually. But going on a picnic is fun, and we can sing the song if you're allowed to sing. If you're not, you listen to the song and then write your own verse for it and illustrate it. This, again, would make a nice little class book that you could coil, keep in your classroom when the class comes back. Then you could sing all the verses that they have created and arranged. Swimming, swimming in my swimming pool. When days are hot, when days are cold, in my swimming pool. Side stroke, breaststroke, fancy diving too. Don't you wish you never had anything else to do but swimming, swimming? And each time you leave out a word. And that's the fun part of this particular one. Even if you can't sing, do the motions with the song. And here's the kids' demo, so you can see the motions that I do. And that is a fun lesson for grade 2. That's lesson 36, June, week 1. Let's have a look at grade 3, lesson 36, June, week 1. And I've got the grade 3s learning the Hello song as well. It's fun because it's an easy way for them to pick up a little bit of French and a little bit of Spanish. I've got grade 3s doing poise and rhythm. Grade 3 is the year where they have learned 16th notes. And so now we do poise and rhythm to practice those 16th notes. I've introduced the instruments of the orchestra, I hope, to the grade 3s. I select my team mascots. Let's see, I'll take a puppy and I want a horse for team 2. You play. And team 1 is up. And that was a violin. Now I get to play for team 2. And team 2 gets the chimes. And I would keep going then. And if you have team 1 on this side of the room and team 2 on this side of the room, play again and switch sides. So fun game for your grade 3s. Close out there. I have the grade 3s playing the dynamics game, as did the grade 2s, because again, we do lots of review of the dynamics terms and symbols in grade 3. Play the tempo game. We haven't seen this one on the trivia wheel yet. So let's Spin. Oh, a 500-point question. Which type of music is most likely played at a slow tempo, a march or a lullaby? It's going to require a little bit of thinking. Slow tempo, I think a lullaby. And Team 2 gets a 300-point question. Which tempo means to play or sing at a moderate speed? Moderato. There we go. So you keep going. You have 10 questions, and it reviews the tempos, and it makes them do a little bit of thinking as well. We did that La Pulga play along, and that's a fun one to do. Shakers, sticks, whatever you have. This is a song from grade 3 in Spanish.
Pulga de San José, yo compré una guitarra, tarra, 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 la guitarra. Vaya usted a la Pulga de San José. Vaya usted a la Pulga de San José. En la Pulga de San José, yo compré un clarinete.
So the Spanish is repetitive. So they should be able to get vaya usted en la Pulga de San Jose. I think the chorus is something that they will pick up on, and they can simply play along with the rest. And then we have some campfire songs for 3rd grade. What do you like for breakfast best? Meatballs and spaghetti. What lunch is better than all the rest? Meatballs and spaghetti. If you're allowed to sing, go outside, take those kids and sing, because this song is just way too much fun. And you can play it.
What do you like for breakfast best?
Meatballs and spaghetti.
What?
It is just so much fun, that song. They love it. Austrian Yodeling is another favorite song, and new video for this one. We have changed some of the words. We've taken out the pretty girl and put in instead aliens coming down with a spaceship. So there's no gender bias in the song. And there is a kid's demo for the Austrian Yodeling. And that is the grade 3 lesson 36 for June week 1. Have fun. I'd like to show you grade 4 lesson 36 for June week 1. And in this lesson, we start with a poison rhythm in 3/4 meter, and that's because we're going to do a play along right away that's in 3/4 meter. So this is good practice for the kids. That 3/4 meter in Musicplay is introduced in 3rd grade, but the 4th grade still needs to keep up the reading of it so that they're accurate readers. And then this play along is quite lovely. And it is not just a good reading exercise. This is a good dynamics because there's great contrast in that. So then I have the kids playing the dynamics game on the trivia wheel too. Again, this is the end of the year. Let's review all the dynamics terms that they've learned. We introduced the instruments of the orchestra, so we'll play the orchestra bingo game on the trivia wheel. These 2 games, if you play them more than once, that's going to take up a large chunk of your lesson right there. So pace it according to how much time you have in a week. For the campfire songs, I put in the grade 3 or the grade 4 song. My hat, it has 3 corners. 3 corners has my hat. And had it not 3 corners, it would not be my hat. And this is a tricky little song to do the actions. We've got a kids demo here that's quite good, and that will show you how to do it with the kids, but teach them the song first and then teach them the movements. If you can't sing, you can listen to the song and just practice the movements. And then we have the camping song. This is the perfect song for those campfire units. They say that when you're camping, the cookies are divine. Well, one rolled off the table and killed a friend of mine. Oh, I don't want no more of camping. Bing life. G-Ma, I wanna go. G-Pa, I wanna go. Grandma, I wanna go home. And the kids have fun with that. And it's always fun to see if they can come up with some new verses for this song as well. And then another song that they may have done during the year is We're on the Upward Trail. And this is a song I learned at camp. So this is a camp song, and you can end your class with that as well. There is an ostinato in here. So you might be able to have the kids play the ostinato. Let's see if I can find it here. Did I give you notation or words? So it may be possible to play the ostinato if you have F sharps for your barred instruments. So that's lesson 36 for grade 4. Grade 5s are so much fun this time of year. Let's look at grade 5, lesson 36. In this lesson, I've got a really good play along for them. So they're going to learn a little bit about the finale of the William Tell Overture, and it tells where it came from. Lots of kids have heard this tune. It's used in lots of commercials, and the kids will recognize it, but they don't know the actual background of where it came from. And then they have a play along, and I really, really like this play along. I think it's really well done. And desk drum works well. And I can't go through the whole thing, but if I get close to the end, it has a very satisfying ending. So that is it's a little bit longer than we have for the little people. It's over 3 minutes, about 3.5 minutes, but it's a great play along video. And then we have a little video about Rossini. We have got, we're finalizing the rights to the composer videos. So the video Rossini's Ghost is going to be on the website in a year's time, or for the fall of 2021. We're going to have the video Rossini's Ghost and a whole big unit about Rossini. This is a nice short little video under 2 minutes that just gives you the bare bones of Rossini's life. And then we let the grade 5s play on the trivia wheel. The dynamics activity is a good one. Instrument fun facts is kind of fun. It's there's all sorts of interesting questions about the instruments, and sometimes I don't know the answers, so I'm learning as well. Instrument bingo is a great one for the grade 5s. We did instruments of the orchestra in their November lessons. They may or may not remember, but I always want to review those often with the kids. And then we have some campfire songs. We love to sing. Again, if you can't sing, have them do the actions. Alleluia, we love to sing. One half does the Alleluia. And I'm on the left to sing. We love to sing. Now I stay up. We love to sing, and I sit down. We love to sing, hallelujah. We love to sing, hallelujah. We love to sing. And then it goes faster, and that's what the kids always want to do. There's a good kids demo here showing how the kids do it. And then Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Again, great campfire song, very familiar for young and old. An opportunity to write a parody of Take Me Out to the Ball Game. So you could try, I want to go to the beach. That one doesn't work very well. I don't like to do homework. Actually works really well. I think I'm going to have to change that suggestion because that one doesn't fit with the music, but this one really does. And that's the grade 5 lesson, lesson 36 for June week 1. And middle school, lesson 36 is the same lesson as the grade 5s. So middle school and grade 5 are doing the same lesson in lesson 36. I'll change that next year because the grade 5s can do a different lesson next year. So that is lesson 36, June week 1, pre-K all the way up to middle school. I'm Denise Gagne. Thank you for spending this time watching this video with me. You can reach us at musicplay.ca, or you can just come to musicplayonline.com and enjoy our wonderful website that has so many learning opportunities for students.